The following is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com. This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln and online at merealty.com.
We have served 2.25 million girls across the United States and Canada. And then locally in Central Illinois, our council turned 20 this year. Oh, yeah. And so we have served 12,000 girls since 2004. We are an after-school activity whose mission is to inspire girls to live joyful, healthy, and confident. Our research-based curriculum focuses on what we call the 5 C's plus 1. So girls are learning how to have good character, how to have confidence and competence, to be caring, to also have connection. And then there is a piece of our curriculum where they can contribute to their community. So there's a contribution portion as well.
Okay. And so Girls on the Run, obviously running is in the name there, so that is a portion of part of what you do, correct?
Yes. So we help girls to enhance their social and emotional skills while being physically active. And so run is in the name of our organization, but when we say run, we're really talking about all forms of movement. So we're just encouraging girls to be physically active and to move forward. The program does end with a 5K event that happens in Springfield, but girls can run, they can walk, they can skip. We have some girls who use assistive devices, so as long as they're moving forward in a positive direction.
Okay, and you mentioned that takes place in Springfield. Your office is based in Springfield, but obviously covers several surrounding counties, including Logan County.
Correct. So we are in Springfield. We serve 15 counties in central Illinois, including Logan County. Since our program's existence, we've had programs at Mount Pulaski Grade School and Emden Grade School and several of the District 27 schools in Lincoln, as well as Olympia South.
Oh, okay. And you mentioned to me before we went on the air, you're actually going to have a program here in Lincoln this year.
Yes, so we're excited. Last spring, we had a program in Washington Monroe Elementary. A great group of coaches there. They had a team of 22 girls. And so this coming fall, our team will happen at Chester East Lincoln. Okay. So registration will open on August 12th for any families who have third through fifth grade girls at Chester East Lincoln, and the program will run from the first week of September through November 9th.
Okay. And so what is a typical, you mentioned it's an after-school program, so what is a typical after-school session consist of? Is there this portion is sort of curriculums like classroom learning type of stuff, and then this one's an activity and this one's physical, or how does that work?
Yeah, so each lesson has a different topic or theme, and so the curriculum that we're using this season is called Hello Mountain Mover, and it's all about helping to build girls' confidence to do hard things. So the girls are going to learn something that we call I Can Power, help them learn some stick-with-it strategies to build their resilience. And so each lesson starts with kind of an introduction to that topic or what the goal is for that day. Then typically there's a transition into some activities and fun games to kind of help girls better understand that topic. And then the bulk of the practice is the workout portion. So like I said, the girls do a 5K, and so they're spending about 20 to 40 minutes as the season progresses, really working their way up to that 3.1 miles and building up their physical endurance. So the girls will do laps at their school, either on the playground, or if the school has a track, that's great. And then typically while they're doing those laps, they're having conversation with a teammate or a coach to kind of ask them questions about that key focus, that main idea, and help them apply those skills and those strategies to their own personal lives.
Okay. And you mentioned it's an after-school program that's going to take place at Chester East. Now, will the folks who are directing the program, are they Chester East personnel, or will it be folks from your office coming to Chester East?
Good question. So they're Chester East personnel.
Okay.
They are all teachers. 2 of them are new coaches, 2 Girls on the Run. 1 volunteered previously prior to the pandemic. And just as a FYI, you don't have to be a teacher to be a coach. So we welcome parents and friends and community members. But at Chester East Lincoln, they're going to be teachers this season.
Okay. And it's not a, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's not a sort of an exclusive thing that because it's at Chester East Lincoln in Lincoln, it can't be at any other schools. There could be chapters at other schools in Lincoln as well if there was interest. Is that fair to say?
Correct. So it is exclusive in the fact that since it's at Chester East Lincoln this season, only Chester East Lincoln girls can register. Okay. However, it can be at multiple schools. It doesn't even have to be at a school. It can be at a community center, the Park District, anywhere within Logan County that has an outdoor meeting space where girls can move and run around and be active.
So perhaps maybe if there's a church youth group that would have high enough enrollment, but it could also be, as you mentioned, District 27, the Lincoln School District, as well as perhaps Carroll Catholic or West Lincoln Broadwell or Zion Lutheran. So
all those places.
All those places.
Yes.
So if folks are interested in learning more about the program, how would they go about doing that?
So there is a place on our website where they can go to learn how to start a team. It includes some great information about first steps and really how to kind of get the ball rolling. They can also just email me and I can share with them some similar information. Really, the first 2 things that are needed: a safe outdoor space for the team to meet, and then 2 individuals who want to volunteer as coaches for the season.
And then you mentioned the timeline as far as it begins in, did you say August and goes through November?
Yes. So we have 2 seasons. Our fall season, we start in August with like coach training and promoting of the program and girl registration. And then the actual 10-week lessons will start in September and end in November. And then for the spring, we kind of start with our registration, recruitment of girls and coaches in February, and then the program starts in March and ends mid-May.
Okay. And how long are those after school? How long is a session after school? Is it like an hour or 2 hours?
So it is 75 minutes twice a week. So for 1 week, the girls are meeting for 2.5 hours.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Once again, our guest is Darian Brown. She's the program director for Girls on the Run, based in Springfield, but offering services in Logan County, and going to have the chapter at Chester East Lincoln, as you mentioned, this year. We'll go ahead and take our first break. Want to invite you to, well, actually not to tune in tomorrow to Viewpoint, because there will be no program. And then it is Logan County Fair time, so that means it's going to play havoc with our schedule. There will actually be no 4 p.m. 411 show next week, as we'll be preparing to do the live video stream of the Logan County Fair Queen pageant. But for now, as I mentioned, we have Darian Brown here from Girls on the Run, and we'll be back with more with her right after this.
Brian Clark State Farm offers a range of insurance products to fit your unique needs and give you a peace of mind. Our dedicated team helps you find the perfect policy to safeguard your biggest investments. Brian Clark State Farm can steer you in the right direction on auto insurance, and we've got your home covered from natural disasters to unexpected accidents. Contact me, State Farm agent Brian Clark, at 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. Go Railers!
Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln. Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. And we are back on the 4 p.m. 411 with Darian Brown. She is the program director? Manager, sorry about that. At Girls on the Run, based in Springfield, but offering services in Logan County. If you have questions or comments or want to learn more about the program here and ask Darian live, 217-648-5510 is the number to call, or you can email us your question, 4pm411 at WLCNonline.com. So we were talking during the break about backgrounds and how long people have been working. You tell me I'm kind of guessing you took an interesting path to get to your position. So what is your background and how did you get involved with the organization?
Yeah, so I'm originally from Kansas City, Missouri. I moved to Springfield about 2.5 years ago. I went to school for engineering, so I have a degree in chemical engineering. But while I was in college, I started to take up running just as a hobby and a way to relieve stress. And after I graduated from the university, I moved back home to work at a university. And I was really just trying to connect with new people and make new friends. You know, you move away and come back and all your friends are gone. Mm-hmm. And so I Googled, running organization for women. And Girls on the Run serving Greater Kansas City came up. And it was too late at that time to kind of get involved during the season, but I volunteered at just a one-off event that they had and got to talk with some of their staff about what they do and how they support young girls. And I realized this is a program that I wish existed when I was younger, because I need Girls on the Run. So when it came time to come around for the next season, I volunteered to coach, and I did that for about 4 or 5 seasons. And then life moved me to Springfield, started a different job, really wasn't looking for new employment, but similarly I realized that there was a council here in Central Illinois, and I volunteered at the office to help with some things, and then I volunteered at a 5K event. And the director just mentioned that she was getting ready to hire someone, and if I knew of anybody to let her know. And I thought about it for a couple days, and I sent her an email, and I said, I know somebody. And I just thought it would be a great way to continue to help young girls grow. I don't get to work with the girls as much as I did as a volunteer, and that's okay. Instead, I'm really behind the scenes, coaching and empowering the people who coach and empower the girls. So it's been a really rewarding experience so far.
You mentioned that you wish they had this program when you were in school. What is it about the program that you thought it would have added to your growing up experience or would have helped you with what you needed back then that was missing?
All the things. But if I could boil it down into 2, I would say confidence. So there is research that shows that girls' confidence begin to decline around age 9 and typically at a faster rate than boys. And then physical activity. I was not a physically active kid. I didn't do youth sports. In high school, I dabbled in sports but wasn't very good. And so I'm glad that I found running eventually, but it really would have been nice to have an opportunity to be physically active younger. But I would just say the confidence that the curriculum provides to girls to help teach them not only to, believe in themselves, but also encourage them to believe in other people too.
Okay. And we've talked about the running portion, and you talk about the curriculum and the empowerment and the confidence and things like that. How do those two things sort of work together? I mean, I've heard of other activities, after school programs where it's primarily athletic based, like you're going to get together and do intramural basketball or some other activity. And I've heard of other sort of, what do I want to say, more of a, what's the word? Don't want to say counseling, but more of a self-help or bringing people together in a community for different activities. But I've never really heard of the two sort of melding into one type of an organization. Is there, you mentioned research about girls' confidence. Is there research that says physical activity plus information about self-empowerment equals a better experience growing up?
There is. We are fortunate as like a national organization to have someone who has done all this work and done all this research for us. And really, I think it not only combining the two, I think it not only helps the girls to be physically active, but I think that the tools and the skills that they're learning, it's in a fun and creative way, so they're more likely to remember it because they are, kind of engaging both parts of their brain while they're at their lessons. So for example, there's a strategy that the girls learn. It's called stop and take a breather. And so it's an opportunity for them to process a strong emotion that they might be feeling and then to make a good decision on how they'll respond to that situation, causing them to feel that way. And so the breather, the strategy, it's stop, breathe, think, respond, review. And so while the girls are doing their workout, their coaches might give them different scenario cards that say like, your friend copied off of your homework, but you're the one that got in trouble. It made you feel really angry. How do you respond? Or, your little brother keeps kicking the back of your chair in the car and you're starting to get frustrated. What do you do? And so as the girls are doing their lap, there might be cones set up in their workout area. And so when they get to each cone, when they get to the think and the review and the response, they will actually stop and they'll tell either a partner or a coach, well, in this situation, these are all the ways that I could respond. And then they'll say, okay, well, I've thought about it and I think this is the best choice. So that'll be, their response. And then they'll review and they'll say, well, I think this one was better than this one because in this strategy, this happened. Okay. So yeah, I don't know if that answers your question, but I just putting the two together, we've seen that it really helps the girls to kind of stick with it a little more.
And sounds like it is. They are actually put together. It's not like, okay, we're going to spend 10 minutes in the classroom talking about confidence and then I'm going to send you out and have you run 16 laps or something. It's all everything working together.
Yes,
so, okay.
Absolutely.
Very good. Once again, our guest is Program Manager Darian Brown. She is the Program Manager for Girls on the Run. We are at just about 20 after, so we'll go ahead and take our second break, and we will be back with Darian Brown. Again, if you have questions or comments or would like to add to the conversation, 217-648-5510, the number to call, or you can email your comments or questions, 4pm411@wlcnonline.com.
Brian Clark State Farm offers a range of insurance products to fit your unique needs and give you a peace of mind. Our dedicated team helps you find the perfect policy to safeguard your biggest investments. Brian Clark State Farm can steer you in the right direction on auto insurance, and we've got your home covered from natural disasters to unexpected accidents. Contact me, State Farm Agent Brian Clark, at 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. Go Railers!
Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln. Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. And we are back on the 4 p.m. 411 here on WLCN 96.3 FM, talking with Darian Brown in our last 10 minutes here. She is the program manager for Girls on the Run, an organization based in Springfield, or with the main office in Springfield, but serves 16 counties.
15 counties in central Illinois.
Okay, and we did mention that in serving those counties, it's an after-school program. It will be taking place at Chester East Lincoln this year, beginning this year. And but if other schools or churches or park districts would like to join, you're not just limited to one place within the county. You could have
Correct.
many. Okay.
All we need is an outdoor space for girls to run around safely.
Okay. Very good. So, so what? You kind of covered this in the last segment, but is there something in particular that you particularly enjoy about the program that attracted you to it? I mean, you mentioned how you wished you would have had it, would have existed when you were growing up and going through school, but is there a particular aspect now that you particularly enjoy that sort of makes it all worth it for on those days when maybe things don't go quite as well as you would hope?
I think so. I think I mentioned this, so I don't have the opportunity to spend all of my time with the girls.
Right.
I primarily am in the office, but there are days where I do get to go out and visit our sites and kind of be with our teams and our coaches. So it's nice to do a lesson with the team, to meet a few girls at different sites, get to talk to them about life and why they wanted to do Girls on the Run, what they're enjoying about it. And then to see those girls again a few weeks later at the 5K event and just seeing all of the confidence and joy that they have. Some of them, when I talk to them, they might say, like, well, I'm not a runner and I don't know if I can do this 5K. And so to see them cross the finish line and achieve that big of a goal, that really makes all of the work and energy and time that I spend in the office worth it.
Yeah, absolutely. So have you ever, how long did you say you've been with Girls on the Run?
I have been on our staff for a little over a year and a half.
Okay. So have you had girls that, I don't know, maybe you haven't been there quite long enough for this, but that have gone through the program and then you've encountered them afterwards and like you mentioned, maybe at the beginning they were sort of shy or timid or whatever it might be, and then you see them a year later or however much longer and strong and confident and well-spoken and all those good things?
I've seen a couple. So since it's 3rd through 5th grade, I've seen a few like 3rd and 4th graders who are now, either 4th or 5th graders. And a lot of them will do the program multiple times, multiple seasons. But I've seen some of them out in the community, just at the grocery store, or said hi to them, or they remember a certain experience they had about Girls on the Run. I mostly go places, and if I have on a Girls on the Run t-shirt, or if I'm handing out business cards for something, I'll see a lot of young ladies who will say, I did it when I was in elementary school, and they'll be in high school now or college, and they'll talk about, what they enjoyed or what stuck with them.
So is there anything, I asked this to some of our guests, first of all, is Girls on the Run, is it a nonprofit organization?
It is a nonprofit organization.
So if folks would like to support it, but maybe they don't have students to be involved or whatever, there are certainly opportunities for monetary or in-kind donations, I'm guessing?
Absolutely. There is a space on our website where individuals can visit to make a monetary donation. One thing that I do want to mention, there is a registration fee for families to sign up their girl for the program. However, we are committed to ensuring that every family is able to participate regardless of their financial situation. So we offer financial assistance to any family who might need it. And so that does take a lot to keep that promise. So if there are people who want to help contribute to our financial assistance program, or people who want to provide donations to help with t-shirts for a site, or provide snacks for after the 5K, or any kind of in-kind donation, we are always accepting any support that anyone wants to provide.
So is there something in particular that you're in need of, or is just monetary donations? Is that the best way to support the program?
Monetary donations is the best way to support the program. We do occasionally we'll have a few girls who need a pair of tennis shoes, so we do accept gently used shoes if someone has those that they want to donate. We also we provide all of our volunteers with the supplies that they'll need during the season, as far as markers and paper. And so if anyone ever wants to donate anything like that, we do have like an Amazon wish list. They can reach out and we can provide that information if they want to get like actual supplies instead.
Okay. And we've mentioned information being available in the website. What is your website address?
Our website is www.gotrcentralillinois.org.
Okay, GOTR for Girls on the Run.
Absolutely.
Yeah, see, I figured that out all by myself. And if folks maybe aren't particularly internet savvy, is there like a main phone number or another way to reach people?
There is a main phone number. Don't call today. Our phone is down. Hopefully it'll be back up tomorrow, but it's 217-726-9808.
Okay. And we'll of course post the link to your website on our page once we get our video put up from the show today, the archived video. So we are almost to 4:30. Is there anything we haven't talked about, or anything you wanted to make sure to give a plug for? Or?
I'll say two last things. So we do have a 5K event coming up. It is in Springfield, but our team from Chester East Lincoln will be there. So if anyone wants to volunteer at our 5K, if you just want to go and cheer on girls and experience the magic of Girls on the Run, it's going to be on Saturday, November 9th at Lincoln Land Community College. There will be information on our website. And then again, we serve 15 counties, including Logan County. And so we really are wanting to expand our program and build back up from the pandemic. So if you know of any school or community center or church who you think could benefit from Girls on the Run, please reach out and let us know. We'd love to get our program in more places.
Okay, very good. So once again, that is Darian Brown, Program Director for Girls on the Run. Thanks for making the trek. You didn't have any trouble finding the place?
No trouble at all.
All right, very good. So once again, no Viewpoint program tomorrow and no 4 p.m. 411 next week. Next week we'll be dealing with set up for the Logan County Fair Pageant live stream. And then I guess the following day we will have a Viewpoint. So we'll be back at you very soon. So once again, Darian, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Sure thing. And we will be back. I guess I will be back in 2 weeks here, and you can, if you didn't catch all of this program, it will be on our archive on WLCNonline.com. You'll be able to access the YouTube as well as the audio version of the program. But for now, I'm Loyd Kirby. Thank you for listening and or watching. This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at merealty.com. preceding program is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com.